So Panama seems to have no shortage of waterfalls. So today, oh wait a minute. Does this mean that I made it back into Panama safely? I guess I did. Let's go! Okay, so stick around to the end of the video so I can give you the story of how I made it back into Panama and what that process was like. But it's so good to be back. It's so good to be back and safely and without too much drama. But there was quarantine, there were COVID tests, there was a little hiccup in the airport, but I'll tell you all about it at the end of the video. For now, I'm going to pick up some friends that I have here in Boquete, plus a friend of mine from Playa Banao who I met last year when I came. He's in Boquete visiting, and I'm taking the opportunity to take him to a couple places, a couple spots. So you'll meet him in a couple minutes. I'm going to pick him up at a place called Bambuda Castle right now. It's an incredible place. I'll just kind of plug a photo right here. It feels like something straight out of a storybook, but I'll explain that as well later. So let me go get them and not have too long and drawn out of an intro. We're going to a place called Gualaca today to check out 3 waterfalls, and I've never been, so let me take you along for the ride.
I'm vlogging you.
Oh, alright folks, so this is Ramon and his girlfriend.
Hi.
I was doing my research on when to do an interview with a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours called Agus Sedeno for a project, and I saw all of these super sick photos on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, these have to belong to somebody. So I went hunting, and that's the rest is history. Now we're doing waterfall adventures in Boquete. So let's see how this goes. Alright, so we have the rest of the clan. We have Melissa in the back there, who you would have recognized from the rock climbing video and something else, Volcan Baru. And then there's another Volcan Baru person behind there, a new friend, Edward. Say yo. That's not really his voice, but yeah, he's getting sexy for the camera. But we're on the way. We're gonna have about an hour's drive, and then we're diving into some trails. So we're gonna have some 4x4 action today. Let's do it. So we're lost. How many times have you heard that on my channel so far? I'm constantly lost. I'll just blame it on Google. We made like 2 wrong turns, and we're supposedly on the right track now. So hopefully we actually get to see this waterfall today. Okay, this is kind of blowing my mind. This is the normal road, driving to the waterfall, but then that thing is huge from here. We're at least, like, I don't even know how far we are away from it, but it looks huge from here. I can imagine when we get there. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hello, perrito. Hola. Making more friends. So we're at the entrance to the finca, and it's now going to get wild. The mud just began. My kind of thing. Alrighty, so this is where we park, and we start walking from here, and well, you all know the drill. No big cameras, GoPro from here. Let's go. Okay, let's talk about it. I am seeing a lot of interest in the comments about people coming to visit, people coming to consider relocating and want to rent somewhere, or just people who flat out want to relocate and buy property here, asking me about properties, the different areas to live in and so on. So my sponsor, Inside Panama Real Estate, has given me an email address that you can reach out to me, and I can channel you to the right people, the right properties and so on, so you can get your dream location and your dream home or your dream property. Be sure to email me at richard@ipreinfo.com and we'll get right back to you with all the information that you will possibly need for finding property here and possibly relocating. So I have an incredible team that I'm working with. Shoot me that email and I will get you the right person. I'm very thankful to these folks at Inside Panama Real Estate for giving me the opportunity to provide you, my subscriber base and my viewers, with the information that you would need to relocate and find the properties that you so desire. Thanks, folks. You like cameras, huh? Getting intense. One down. We're going to another one. That should be the last one for today because there are many around here, but we don't have the time. It's probably going down to, yeah, it's 5 p.m. now, so you want to check one more out and then head out. And we're out. That last push to come out of the final waterfall was a little trying. We all a bit knackered, but this is it. End of this vlog, end of this trip, end of this adventure. Say bye, folks.
Bye.
You know what to do. Like the video if this is what you're into, subscribe if this is what you're into, and share it around if this is what your friends are into. Let's do this. Alright, before I close off that video, let me just give you the rundown of my entry back into Panama. So, got to the airport, got back to Panama, filled out all the required documentation, and then when we got to the airport, it told us we had to take a COVID test. If it was negative, we get to stay for 3 days in quarantine, and if we tested positive, we'd have to quarantine for 14 days. So there I was, fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed, RAS crossed, just to be able to get back into Panama. I still didn't even know if they would allow me to get back in on immigration. I heard this information, I don't know if it was true or not, that the people who had actually exceeded their time would not be able to pay at the airport. Thankfully, I was able to pay my fine leaving the airport. But not only are they not allowing people to pay at the airport anymore, but even when you do pay, you won't be able to get back into Panama for about 5 years. That was freaking me out for the duration of my stay in Colombia. So thankfully, they didn't do that as yet. Maybe that's part of the plan, but they just did not enforce it before my return. So thankfully, I got my immigration stamp. I got back into Panama. I did my 3-day quarantine, which wasn't too bad. It was in the Gamboa rainforest, which I had been to before, but not to stay, just to kind of go for the day to explore. So it wasn't new to me, but at the same time, I just really wanted to get back to Boquete. So it so happens that 3 days later, I got out, I got back to Boquete, everything was waiting for me. I had some major introspection while I was in Colombia, and a couple ideas hit me. And it put things into perspective, and as a result, for the next 6 months, I will be preparing something huge to release and announce to you by January that I'm going to be doing here in Panama. So I am quote-unquote home safe. I am back in Panama. I am probably going to head to my other home, Trinidad and Tobago, maybe in August, but for now I am safely back in Panama and doing my adventures again. Right now I'm in Playa Benao, preparing for that launch that I'm teasing you about right now, and big things coming. So on to the next one. Look out for way more adventures coming, and then a big announcement by October. And I'll be teasing it here and there. So stay tuned, subscribe if you want to hear about the big news, and if you want to be part of the big news. And that's all I'm going to say about it now. Thanks, folks. See you in the next one. Let's do it.